So now from this session we are going to start a new topic. Okay. Actually, see, as most of you might be known for you all that this entire training consisting of three sections. Got it? In the first section, we are going to understand what is the software and what are the different commands of the software and validation of the software and one simple project we are going to take. So overall, this all entire first section will make you familiar with the software. First thing. Thereafter, in the next section, we are going to take a real life project, actual project, and all the actual points, all the real life practices, real life discussion we are going to take in that project, in that medium rise structure. Got it? So here we are doing all the different points. We are covering all the different points in first section. In what? In first section. Got it? So for in first section, first thing we have seen what are the what are the different like introduction of the ETAP software. Thereafter we learn how to prepare the grid lines in the ETAP software. Thereafter we learn how to validate the software, how to see the some results. Along with many things we will learn. Along with many things we have learned how to assign the loads and what does mean by the releases, how to assign the releases. So those all things we have covered till now. Now the next point we are going to start as what Im- important commands and important settings and many things in respect of like see. Let me show you. Yeah, is it visible? It's visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So setting, editing, modifying, and all important commands for the smart modeling in the ETAP software. What some basic settings? What are the some basic settings? What are the some basic commands? What are the some advanced commands? Okay, what are the basic means settings in the software that will help you for smart modeling, for quick modeling, for correct modeling. Got it? So those all things we are going to see one by one. So now finally we are going to look ETAP software in deep. How to use this ETAP software and some important things about the ETAP software we are also going to learn in this section. So basically overall in this section we are going to see all the commands, editing, modifying and important commands of the ETAP software for the smart modeling for smart modeling. Is that clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So see, we are not going to take any project here, but it is more important than that of because without of knowing all these things, you will not be able to practice with the ETAP software means in confidence. So these all things will make you perfect to use this ETAP software. Got it? So many things we will see one by one. So come to the first point, like what? Different file formats of the ETAP software, their importance and application. What it means? Different types of file format. So at the time of the discussion about the introduction of the ETAP software, I told you, see, there are different versions of the ETAP software. What? There are different versions of the ETAP software. So if you look into the market and if you look to the consultants, so what are the different versions of the ETAP software they are using? So, someone is using 2015 version, someone is using 2016 version, someone is using 2016, 17, 18, 19 like that. So almost in every year, ETAP CSI releases the new version of the ETAP software. New version of what? ETAP software. So what is the difference and what problem you need to face? What problem you will face with the change of the version? So basically what? See, if you are using, so whenever you are going to model the structure, when you are going to create your structure model in the ETAP software, and when you are going to save this file to your required location, so ETAB is going to save number of files. Let me show you. Number of files ETAB is going to save. Number of files. Actually, operation is one, model is one, but when you are going to save this file on the back hand side, it is going to save number of files. So out of which what are the different most important types formats of the file that will help you for to work with. So basically three types of the files are important actually. What are those? Number first, dot dollar $et file, dot dollar $et file. Second one is what? Dot edb file. And third one is what? Dot ebk file. This is what dot dollar $et file. This is what model file. Okay, this is what model file, and this is what the backup file. These three files, along with all these three, some other file formats will also be there. But most useful and for your reference is what these three types of the files is very important. Let's find where it is. So this is what dot dollar $et file. Second one is what? This is ebk file. This is a backup file. And third one is what? Is actually model file. As you can see here, model file. So what is the application of this? So first of all, see what will happen with the change of the version. So as you know that in the code that we are using for earthquake loading is what? 1893 2016. It means what? The revision of this code was done in 2016. But if someone is using 2015 version of the ETAP software, so can you tell me, if I am using 2015 version of the ETAP software, let me know, is it possible that this code will be available in this software?
No, sir, no, it's not available.
It will not available. It will not available. IS-1, suppose I am using 2000 just for example 2016 version, and the code is there, that is IS-16700. Sorry, okay, sorry. The earthquake force, same code will be available here. That will be available here. It will be available because if I am using 2016 version, in the same year the ETAP has released this version. So this code will be available here. But what will happen? Suppose I have a model file. Two persons are there. A person A is there and person B is there. Hello, you all are with me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Two persons are there. Person A is there and person B is there. Two persons. Person A is using 2015 version of the ETAP software, and person B is using 2016 version of the ETAP software. And A version person has created a model, has created a structure in the ETAP software, and now A want to send the file to the B person. A want to send the file to the B person. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again, sorry, I want to make some change. A person is using 2016 version, B person is using 2015 version. Now A want to send the file to the B person. So all the loading and all the things where suppose in this model a person has been assigned the earthquake loading as per IS 1893 2016. Now if this A person is sending the file to the B person, can you tell me it will capable of recall all the things where assigned and where model by this 2016 version? It will be possible? No, because
sir.
2015 version is not
No,
having
no.
the provision of 2016 code. Are you getting or not, or getting confused? Hello, very simple.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Getting, sir.
Okay, so that's why if you are going to put the 16 version file in the 15 version ETAP software, so all the advanced results and all the advanced things of the ETAP's 2016 version will be discarded, will be deleted in 2015 when you are going to open this model in the ETAP software. So this assignment of the load will be removed. Sana, is that clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, so that's the problem with the change of the version, with the change of another thing. So this is the thing. If you are going to put the file from higher version to the lower version, so all the higher version things and contents and the provisions which is not available in the lower version, so it will be deleted, will be discarded all the results. So you need to check it when you are going to open the file of 16 version in the lower version or any upper version to the lower version. So you need to check your model for all its changes, and you have to correct that, and then we have to proceed. Okay, so this is one thing. Another thing is what? Let's try to understand the use of these three files. Okay, actually not backup file is not much important. This $80 and model file, EDB file. Okay, so suppose a person is there which is using 2016, B person is also using 2016 version. Hello, both are using the 2016 version. So if A want to send the file to the B person, so what he will do, he can send the file directly EDB file. Model file can directly send, because the same version is there, so same EDB file can be opened in the another model, in the other to the other person. Is that clear? Hello,
So
Your
your
voice
voice.
was break, sir, before.
wait for a
So,
minute.
yeah, okay. We couldn't listen.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Am
sir.
I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now it's clear. Tell me fast.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I'm saying.
No, we didn't hear you.
Sorry.
We didn't hear you what you said about.
There is a problem with my voice.
Now
Yes, sir.
there is a
You
problem. No.
between some time.
Sometime. Now tell
Yeah,
me what now.
yeah. Now
Now it's
the
okay.
now it's fine.
Now it's clear. Let me know if it is there is some problem. Then let me know. Okay. Now it's clear. Can I proceed?
Yeah, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
can
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
uh,
Coming back.
share again regarding previous thing. We didn't understand.
Okay. Let me show you. So what I'm saying, if both of the person are using 2016 version, so you can directly send the file from A person to the B person as model file. Model file is what? $et file. $et file. This is actually the model file. This is what actually the model file. $et file. So if .edb file, model file. So if both of the person are using the same version, in another situation, if a person is using 2018 version and B person is using 2015 version, then
Yes,
what
sir.
will happen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if A person is using higher version of the ETAP software and B person is using lower version of the ETAP software, and you want to open the model file in 2015 version, 2018 version file you want to open in 2015 version. So if you are sending this model file, if you are going to send this model file .edb file, so it will not work. So you need to send $et file. $et file. Understood? This is what? $et file. Hello.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Got it? So when you are going to send the file with a different version, okay, so always keep in mind you have to send with the $et file. So overall, what I would like to say, whenever you are going to share file to the another person, whenever you are going to send the file to the another person, okay, so we are not knowing what version of the software he is using, the next person is using. So what you will do in a smart way, you have to send both .$et file as well as model file. Hello, Nikita,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Clear, sir.
it's understood?
Yes, yes.
Javed,
Yes, sir.
got it? So it's very simple.
Yeah.
So whenever you are going to share file of ETAP software to the next person, always keep in mind, just send both the files. So he will understand what software he is using. So if the next person is capable of opening this file as a model directly, so he will do. If the person is not able to open, so he will import this file .$et file. Now come to the point. Suppose, okay, just go back. I would like to show you in a more elaborated way. Just open a new file, new folder. It is what? 2016. It is 2019. Hello, you all are with me?
Yeah.
2016 and 2019. Now just open the ETAP software 2019 version. Okay, this is already so in which version this model is? Can you tell me? It is in
19, sir.
it is 2019 version. Try to understand. Just go to file, go to save as, save this file on the desktop on the folder of 2019, save this file as trial 01. Save this file. This is all done. Now close this file. Close this 2019 version model. Now go back. See, in 2019, all these three files are there. Model file is also there. The $et file is also there. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just go back and open the 2016 version. So I would like to open the 2019 model in the tabs 2016 version. Let's see what's happened. What I told you, if you are going to open the higher version of the file in the lower version, so you will not be able to open that model file. You will not be open that model file. Okay. So I would like to, I'm trying to open model file. So it is not going to accept. So I'm going to open model, go to desktop and 2019. So model file is present here. .edb file. Just click over that and say open. See what is giving? Error decompressing file may not be valid it as edb file. Say okay. Say okay. Say okay. Okay. Is there anything happening? Hello?
Nothing.
No.
Yes.
It is not going to happen anything. So I tried to open model file. But I'm not getting anything inside of the software. So that's the problem. Then what you will do? What I told you? Tell me fast. Which file you have to refer? Sorry?
ET.
Yes, $et file. Okay. So you have to, you can't open directly. You can't go with like this. You can go to file, go to open. You can't go like this. In that situation, you have to import the file. You have to what? Import the file. Okay. Go to file, go to import, and in the first option, it has .e2k file text. Okay, that means it is considering .80 file. Click over that. Now go to the folder 2019. Yeah, to the trial 01. Not it is finding the $80 file only. Okay, click over that and now say open. So once you click over the open, so it will intimate that all the higher version things will not going to be accepted in the lower version. That is actually written here. Version 19 file is being imported into version 16. Yeah, okay. Data for the newer option may be ignored. Is it right or wrong? Hello.
Right.
Okay,
Right, sir.
data of the newer options means all the new things that is present in 19 and that is not present in 16 will be deleted. Please check your model. What it is intimating then and what suggestion it is giving. Please check your model. Don't do the mistake after importing. So just say okay. Yeah, further errors is also showing. Okay, say all okay. Now see, your model is going to be imported. It is reading file. So okay. Or it is representing what? All the things that is not present in 16 but present in 19. See, now it's done. Your model
Yes,
is not
sir.
present here or not?
Yes, sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
is it okay?
Yes, sir.
It's all understood or not? Do you have any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sana, Nikam, Abdullah, Nimre, Manish,
All clear.
It's understood.
Okay, sir.
got it?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Who is this? Yeah, Arun, fast.
All load condition we provided as per new code or new version
Okay.
will be deleted.
Yes. That will be deleted and you have to check your model first. Okay.
We want to further add new loads to.
Yes, you need to
model.
look that. You need to look at that. It is deleted. You have to correct that. Okay. All the updates things from the higher version to the lower version will be deleted. Got it? But the same thing will be
Okay,
remain. The same thing that is present in 19 also, that is present in 16 also, that will be available, no doubt. But all the newer things that is present in only 19 but not present in 16, that will be deleted. Understood? So just give me answer when you are going to send the file to the next
Yes, sir.
person. So what thing you will send?
$ET.
The $1.
And next
.edb.
.edb. Both the files you have to send. Okay. Both the files you have to send. Okay. So that will be easy for the next person. Now come to the next point. So the first point we have covered. Now next, setting out the quick access bar. Setting out quick access bar. Coming back to the tabs. Yeah. So what I told you in the first session. See, this is what file. This is the quick main
Main menu bar.
yes, main menu bar. Main menu bar. Main menu bar means what? All the options, all the steps you can perform, all the action you can perform through these main menu bars. Top main menu bar. Full thing is what? Top main menu bar. So if you are going to perform any edit work, delete work, and changing the means dividing the beams, dividing the slab, adding the beams, adding the slab, and expanding the slab, whatever editing work you want to do, you have to go with that edit option. And in edit section, many options will be there. Second thing, if you want to set the view, what you want to see in view, what you want to see in view, so you go to view and many things are there in view. So if you want to see any plan thing, so go to plan. Yeah, plan. I want to see plan view. Say plan view. Okay, I want to see now 3D view. So go to edit, sorry, view, and I want to see the 3D view. Like this, normal 3D view. Okay. So this is the way how you can see the things through the view. You want to zoom out, zoom in, everything. Suppose you want to define anything. Define material property, section property. This is a very important section, define. We have to work a lot over this section later. So define material property, section property, diaphragm, pier labels. Very brief discussion is there. Very brief contents are there. In define, draw. So overall is what? If you want to perform anything, if you want to execute anything, you have to go through this long way. You have to go through this long way. Suppose go to define. Suppose go to view. Then go to plan. Then go to plan to then this dialog box will open. Will open up in view. So what option, what quick option is there? What shortcut option is there? So that shortcut option is what? This quick access bar. This is what this quick access bar you have to set. Okay, so the operation that we are going to do through a long way that you can do directly from a short way, like in the shortcut key, that's go to plan. So the plan view is now available here. If you want to see the 3D view, 3D view. Elevation, go to elevation, say 1, say elevation. I want to see the 3D view again, go to 3D view. Got it? So this is the way. This is actually the way of model. How to execute in a quick way. So the main discussion is what? How you can set this. When you are open the software, newly installed the software, so this quick access bar will not be there. Am I right or wrong? Many of you have installed this.
Yes, sir.
This quick access bar will not be present. So how to make it enable?
Yes,
This
sir.
quick access. Okay. Suppose, so this is nothing. This is not the new thing. This is what these all are the quick options, and that is taken out from the top main menu bars. From the top menu bar. So how to set this? Go to option. Go to customize toolbars. Click over that and see. Of these all options, say okay. Like this, when you install the ETAP software, okay, so this kind of view will be there. Am I right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I want to set all that quick access bar, and we have to work that quick access bar only. Okay, so that will help to work in fast to complete your modeling analysis and design in a fast way, with the saving of the time. Got it? So next is what? See, what next we have to do? Again, go back to the option, then customize toolbar. Just click over the select. So see, select option. Quick option is now enabled. We will adjust this. Okay, go to snap one. So snap, this two is okay. Just say okay. So first set it for the ease. So this is all done. Now go to option, go to customize toolbar. Now third one, assign joint. So the assign joint will be quick access bar will be available here. Assign frame. Now assign frame is now available here. Assign shell is now available here. Edit, it is now available here. View is available. Define section is now view. Standard and design also edit. Okay, so as per requirement, 3 or 4 dots are there at the end of individual section, so you can adjust this. As per your requirement. I would like to have this what, where it is, we'll have to set it here. What next? This is also done. So this is what, how you can set the quick access bar as per your requirement. It's all understood or not?
Yes, sir. Understood.
It's understood. Can we proceed for
Yes,
the next?
sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now next is what? Go back and removal or appearance the background grids of the ETAP software. Removal or appearance of background grids option. Background grids of the ETAP software. So just go back to the ETAPs and background grids. So as you can see, this is the background grid. This is what actually the background grids. So if you want to enable this background grid, just go to plan and at any level say apply, or in 3D view also that will be available only. Background grid. So if you want to make it as a visible, so how you can make it visible? So just go to set display option. See, this is what set display option. Or another way is what? Go to display. In the display, sorry, in the view. View means what the things you want to keep in view. So just go to view and go to set display option, and in the set display option just click over the uncheck this horizon. Uncheck this horizon, so this background grids will be removed. Uncheck this horizon, say apply. Hello, is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you want to keep these background grids as enable, just check this and say apply, so that will be visible. If you want to off this, uncheck this, it will be off. Understood, Sana? Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What next? Very simple. Important points we have to cover. Removal or appearance of the plan grids. Very interesting. Just go back to tabs, and many times we have to use this. Go to plan. Go to at any level. Just right click. Set grid system visibility. Yeah. So these grids are there. You know very well what does mean by the grids, how to form the grids. Okay. So these grids are now available here. So sometimes it is going to create the means disturbance in your execution. This may create, sometimes may create the disturbance. So go to plan and come to any level. See, these grids are now available here. But after use of this grid, after having the application of this grid, if you feel that you don't need to have this grid in view, grid will be there, but you want to keep not to be present in the view, you are temporary want to keep it off. So how you will do? Grids. So just right click and just click over set grid system visibility. Set grid system visibility. How you will get? Just right click on the free space and just click over set grid system visibility, so that this grids will be, that grids will be what? Will be off. In the 3D view, just right click and say set grid system visibility again, so it will be enabled. Another long way is what? Go to view and set grid system visibility again, long way. Just right click, set grid system visibility will be off. Again go to view and just click over set grid system visibility, it will be enabled. Hello, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the way how you can make the grids to be enabled, could be to be in view and out of view. Just right click and show grid system visibility will be off. Coming back, how to see next, how to see the dimension of any line or length between 2 points. Go back to tabs, go to plan and come to the OST level. Okay, I would like to see the dimension of this line. I want to see the dimension. So can you tell me what is the length and what is the dimension, what is the distance between this point, the distance between this point? Can you tell me directly the distance between this point and this point? Fast.
No, sir.
No, you can't say. So how you can draw the dimension line? So very simple. Go to draw section and go to draw dimension line. Go to draw dimension line. Just click over that. Now close this. But the looking for the dimension and drawing of the dimension line between the 2 points, this will be the permanent. This will not be deleted. Once you draw, once you taken for looking sorry, go to draw dimension line, just close this is the first point, really move to the next point and take it. So it is what? 14.1667. So it's the length of this length between these 2 points. Got it? So in this way you can see the distance between the 2 points. But the problem is that once you taken this dimension, so it will not be deleted. It will not be deleted. That's the problem. So you need to keep it off. You need to keep it off. So just go to set display option, go to edit, go to view, go to set display option. This is a long way. Another way is what? In a quick access bar, you will have this set set display option, click over that. And in the set display option, dimension line check is there. Just click over that. Now say apply. Is that okay? So that will not be in view. Hello.
Yes, sir. Complete.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a very important thing. Coming back to the next point. See the dimension line of any through between 2 points. Okay. Appearance or removal of the global axis. Appearance or removal of the global axis. Just go back to your tabs. You know very well that a global axis. So the axis system that is representing your entire structure, we are calling it as global axis. As you can see here. Hello. It is what? Global, local, natural. What is this? Hello.
Global, sir.
It is global axis.
Global
It
axis.
is what actually? Actually, it is a global axis. Global axis system. So, okay. Global axis. I want to. This is your choice. Whether you want to keep in view or out of view. Means not in view. So just go to edit. Sorry, go to view. Show axis. Once you click over the show axis, so that will be off. If you are again clicking over that view, show axis, that will be in view. If you are clicking again over that will be not in view. Okay. Again, if you are clicking, so that will be in view, that will be not in view. So it's your choice whether you want to keep in view the global axis or not. So just go to view. So show axis. It's all understood? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So very simple thing. Now next, graphic background setting. Very, very important. You all are with me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
It is what? Graphic background
Yes,
setting.
sir.
Just go back to tabs and graphic background setting is what? Just go to option and graphic color. Just go to graphic color, go to display. Once you click over the display, see white screen, white background is there. White background. If you want to change the background, you can practice with the black background. Some people what they refer to work with the black background. So how they convert white background into black one? So they are following this option. Go to option, go to graphic colors, go to display, and under the display it is going to change the black background. Now say OK. Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now it is with the black background. And what simultaneously what the thing is going to be executed, try to understand. Graphic color, go to display. Okay. See, if I am choosing the black background, so for the black background, the suitable color of different structure element has suggested by the software itself, has chosen by the software itself. For the column, so the column is of let me show you. The column is of green color. As you can see, beams are of yellow color and slabs are of the floors are of gray color. Hello.
Got it, sir.
Okay, so ETAP software has suggested it's based on background condition, the color of the individual structure element. But okay, I feel that my slab color should be pink. My slab color should be pink. So just click over that and change it to pink. Now say OK. Now say OK. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, go to option, go to graphic color, go to display, and suppose I would like to, I want to change the color of my column from suggested green color to what? I would like to take it as blue one. Say blue, say OK, say OK. Now all the columns are having the blue color. So it's your choice. Actually, it has suggested the suitable color. But if you want to make any change as per your requirement, so that you can do. Again, go to display, go to option, and go to graphic color, go to display, and okay, I want to work with the white one. So white background. Accordingly, all the colors of the different structural element is adjusted by the software and will be done. Will give. Is that clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Again, go to option. What another thing is there? Try to understand. Go to graphic. Go to display. Okay, printer. So printer means what? You go to printer and say okay. Okay, it is not. Go to option. Display. If you are going to click over the printer, so if you are going to print, take the print of this model with a with a black and white printer, so this color will be appear there. Color will be appeared with a dark color, beam will be black dark, braces, then floors with the light gray, like that. So that is what representation. If you are going to use the color printer for printing out the model, so just click over that, these colors will be taken. It is all understood? Hello. Okay, so that is what if you want to, if you like to work for with a black background, and another options are also there, not only black and white. Another option is also there, like blue scale, gray scale, like that. Blue scale, accordingly the colors of the structural elements is going to be changed, and the gray scale accordingly to the color of the model is going to be changed. See, gray scale. Again, go to option, go to graphic color, go to display option, and change it to white background. Say okay normally. It's all understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Very basic and very important. Okay, coming back to the next point. So 7 point is also over. Now next, detailed explanation about the select, deselect, previous selection, operation. Select, deselect, and previous selection. Got it? Just go back. Select, deselect, and previous selection. Hello, you all are with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just keep your concentration, because very lengthy discussion will be there in respect of select and deselect concept. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I would like to select my entire model first. What? I would like to select my entire model, all the structural elements, all the things present in this model. I want to select in once. Hello. I want to select all the things present here in once. How I can do? See, go to select section, go to select section, go to select. In select, option is there all. Just click over that. So all the things which is in selection means all the things which is present in your model will be selected. See, 382 joints. Always keep in mind, while working with the ETABS software, your concentration should always be on the left hand bottom side and right hand bottom side. Why? I will take this later, or the ongoing discussion you will understand. Okay, so what selections are there? 382 joints are selected. 446 frames like beams and columns were considered as a frames. Good. 141 shells. Shells means what? Your slabs. And 564 edges were in selection. It means what? We have selected our entire model in once. So what is the way how you can do this? Okay, I want to clear the selection now. I want to what? Clear the selection now. So just go to select again. Go to deselect. Under the deselect, say all. So all the selected things in once it is deselected. Hello.
Got it.
So this is what long way. If you need to go to select, then go to select, then you need to select all. And if you want to deselect, you need to go to deselect, then go to all, like that. But ETAB has given the quick access. What he see on left side, all. Once you click over this all, so all the things were selected. Once you click over the clear, so all the things will be cleared. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear or not?
Yes, sir, clear.
Clear. Now next, I would like to see, go to plan, any level. I want to select this beam only. Sorry, this beam only. This beam. Click over that. So this beam is selected. One frame is selected. And once you click over the clear, so that selection will be removed. I want to select this slab. Click over that. So one shell is having the 4 edges. Means it is 1 edge, 2nd edge, 3rd edge and 4 edge. 4 edges are there, 1 shell. 4 edges are there and 1 shell is there. Okay. So this is the way of selection. If you want to clear this selection, just again click over that. So that will be clear. If you are again clicking over that, that will be selected. Another way is what? Just click over the clear. Hello. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If I want to make the previous selection, what thing I have selected in the last action, this slab only. So what I am going to do, I am going to click over previous selection. So this slab is going to be selected again. This slab is going to be selected again. Just say clear. Suppose I have selected this beam, this beam, this beam, this beam, and I have to perform the assignment of the load. And suppose I have assigned the load, and the now selection is going to be removed. These 4 frames I have selected, but I again want to select the same elements. So what I can do, again I need to click over that, then need over that, then need to click over that many times. So what option is there? Just click over the previous selection. So the last selection will be active. Hello, Sana, is that okay? Yogita,
Yes, sir.
it is understood. Javed,
Yes, sir.
Understood, sir.
okay. So it's very simple. So this is all clear with I want to clear this selection, just click over the clear, because multiple selections are there. For example, if one selection is there, so no problem, you can directly click over that, so that will be selected. If you are clicking over that, that will be selected. But if the multiple elements are in selection and you want to deselect all of those in once, just say clear, so that will be deselected. It's all clear or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that okay? Now another way is what? Go to ETABS again. It is what? Go to plan. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 levels are there. Story 1, story 2, ground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 5. So for example, 5 and 6 levels are there. 6 levels are there. Okay. Just try to understand my conditions. Okay. I want to select all the slabs only. What? Here till now what we have learned, if I am clicking over the all, so all the structure, all the things in the model will be selected. If I am clicking over the clear, all the selected things will be deselected. And here is what? Previous selection, so the last selection will be active. यहाँ तक के clear है? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear.
Is that clear till now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Go back to the tabs again. Now, what my intention is that I want to select all these slabs. I want to select all the slabs of the model only. I want to select model slabs of this model. All the slabs. How I can do this?
Go to the slab. Yes, sorry, select.
Sorry. Go to select. Okay.
Yes. After that, yeah.
Select. Then
By property.
Object type.
go to object type. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Slab property.
Okay,
Yeah,
good,
floors.
good. You are correct. How I can select? I want to select. Those who are not knowing, try to understand. Now my requirement is what? I want to select all the slabs of this model. Okay, so go to select, go to object type. Just click over the object type and just click over the floors. Just say select. So all the slabs of the model were selected. Hello. All the slabs of the model were selected. Now I want to keep in view only the selected thing. I want to keep in view only the selected thing. Means what? I want to see only the slabs. I am not interested to see the beams and columns. I want to keep out of view. I don't want to keep all these things in view. Just right click and on the space and just say show selected objects only. So whatever the things is in selection will be available. Just say show selected objects. Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now it's visible. Show selected objects. So all these slabs was selected, and that I want to keep in view. That's why they are present. Now right click on the window and just now say show all object. Means show all the things which is in model. So it will be like this. All the slabs. Now I want to select all the columns. I want to select all the columns. How I can do? Just go to select, go to object type. Object means what? Means you can consider structural elements like beam, column, slabs, joints also. Okay, openings and all. So go to object type. I want to select only the columns. All the columns of your model says select. Now close this. But I want to see only the columns in view. Just right click, show selected objects only. Show selected objects only. So only the columns will be in view. Only the columns will be in view. Now again, just right click and say show all object. Now at this time I would like to select all the beams of your model. Go to select, go to object type, and all the beams, select the beams, say select. All the beams we have selected, just right click and show selected objects only. Hello. All the beams is in selection, and actually present in view. Beams come down, nothing is there. Is that okay? Just right click on the view, just say show all objects. So everything is now present. Are you getting point or not? Arun, is that clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, coming back to the tabs. Now my next condition is what? I want to select only the third floor slabs. Another, I want to select only the third floor slabs. Then one option is there. Go to plan, go to third floor, say apply. So you are in the plan. Okay. If you want, suppose 100 number of you are at the third floor plan, third floor, and I want to select all the slabs of the third floor. I want to select all the slabs of the third floor. This is a slab, this one is slab, this one is slab, this one like this. So can you tell me it is the effective way to select all the slabs?
Sir, the voice is not coming, sir.
Hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Is it my voice is clear? Actually, some network issue is there. Okay, try to understand. Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we are discussing? Okay, I want to select all the slabs of third floor only. I want to select all the slabs of the third floor. So this is the way. First select this one like this. Now tell me, it is the effective way?
No.
It is the effective way to select the slab? Hello?
No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No. Then how you can select the third floor slab only? Previously what we have seen, if you want to select all the slabs of entire model, so you can do that. Simply go to select, then object type, then floors. Now here I want to select only the third floor slab. So how you can select that?
I think
Okay.
we can find same option in select.
Sorry.
Right bottom, go to third story.
Sorry. How? Just go to select. Just go to select, then go to select, then go to object type, and just go to floor. Just say select. So this is what all the slabs of the entire model is selected. all these labs were in selection, all these labs are in selection. Then go to selector, then go to deselector, okay, then go to stories, go to stories. Now whatever the things is in selection at a particular story, I want to deselect that. So from base to up to second floor, I want to deselect all the selection. I want to clear all the selection up to the second one. Say sorry. First what? Go to select, go to selector, go to object type. First select the floors, say select. So all this lab from base to top is in selection. Then go to select, go to deselect, go to story. Now from base to second, I want to deselect all the selection. I want to remove all the selection. Just say deselect. So as you can see, it is not in selection. Now it is not in selection. Now I don't want, I want to keep the selection of the third story, but beyond 4 to OST level, say deselect, say deselect, deselect. Now close this. So as you can see, only the third story slabs are in selection. Third story slabs are in selection. Now right click on the window, show selected objects. Show selected objects only. Click over that. Hello.
Yes, sir.
All the slabs of the third story is in selection. It is in selection. Got it? Just go to plan and go to third story, say apply. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the way how you can make the selection. Now my intention is what? Just say show all object. Just take the 3D view. Okay. Now my intention is what? I want to make the selection of second story slabs and third story, fifth story slab. I want to make the selection of second story slabs and fifth story slabs. How? Then go to select, go to selector, go to object type, and just click over the floor, say select. So all the slabs from base to top is in selection. Hello.
Yes, sir.
All the slabs from base to top is in selection. Now close this. Now close this. From base to top, all the slabs are in selection. But my intention is what? I would like to select second floor slabs and fifth floor slab. So just go to selector, go to deselect, go to story. Second and fifth, I want to make the selection for the selection. So second to fifth, second and fifth. So from base to second, base to first, deselect all the selection. Second, I want to keep. Now third and fourth, I don't want to keep. Say deselect. Now fifth, I want to keep. Rest of above, I don't want to keep. Say deselect. Okay. So only second story and fifth story slabs are in selection. Just right click on the window and show selected objects only. Hello. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So that is the way how you can make the selection of particular element for by the stories. By the story. Now clear this all. Just show all object. Now what I want to select all the beams of terrace floor. I want to select all the beams of the terrace floor. How I can select this? Go to selector, go to selector, go to object type, and go to beams. Just say select. So all the beams where where it is in selection. That's a problem. I want to make the selection only for the terrace one. Go to selector, go to deselector, go to stories, and let the terrace to be deselect, means rest. Instead of the terrace, select all of the things and say deselect. So the selection will be removed. OST I don't want to select, say deselect. So only terrace level is in selection. Just right click on the window and show system visibility. Show selected objects only. Hello. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Just right click and show all object. So that is the way how you can make the selection. Now next, I want to make the selection by the property. Just go to select, go to property, material property. I want to make the selection of all the members because this is the RCC structure, and you know that in RCC we are using the grades of concrete. Side M20 grade of concrete were used in this project. So I want to make, and see, M20 grade is there. Sometimes M30 may also be there. Suppose if you are using high rise structure, so different grades may need to use. M40 is there. Now M30, M20 is also there, M30 is there, M40 is there. Now my intention is what? I want to make the selection of all the elements. I want to make the selection of all the structural elements in which M20 grade of concrete is used. Are you getting my condition? Hello,
Yes, sir.
Faizan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, actually,
Yes.
can you show that terrace point again?
Go to
Terrace beams you selected.
Go to where? No, I'm not selected terrace. Go to terrace. Say apply. Yes. Tell me what?
Sir, how to select only beam of terrace?
Yeah, that's see. Go to selector, go to object type, say beams, select. So now the beams, but the problem is what? All the beams of entire model is selected. So that is not your intention. Am I right, Faizan? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Your intention is what? You want to make the selection of only the terrace floor beam. So just go to select again. Just go to deselect. Go to story. Instead of terrace, all the lower, say deselect. Instead of terrace, all the upper, say deselect. Now, just right click, show selected objects. So only the terrace floor beams are in selection. Is that okay?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Just say right click, show all object. Your model is now present here. Okay. Now, what another point I am taking? Yeah. So go to selector, go to object you understood by the properties. Properties means what? Property by the property of the material, by the property of the section. Okay. So by the material. So go to material. So I told what I'm saying. Different materials like M20 is there right now. In this project we have used M20. Sometimes what happen if you are using high rise structure, so only one grade of concrete may not be used. There may be a different grades of concrete like M20 may also be there, M30 may also be there, M40 may also be there, M50 may also be there, like that. Okay, but right now you want to see, you want to select all the structural elements like beam, column, whatever, where M20 grade of concrete is used. M20 grade of concrete is used, and you know that here in this model only one grade is used, because so that your entire structure is going to be selected. Is it right? Hello. Because in all the structural element only one grade of concrete I have used. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So that
sir.
is the another way to make the selection as per your need. Close this. Just click clear. Then go to selector. Go to select. Go to selector. Go to property, and go to frames by the section. By section. So two beam sections were used. 230 by 300, 230 by 350. Now I would like to check. I would like to select all the beams from your model which is having 230 by 300. 230 by 300 says select. So all the beams of 230 by 300 where is in selection, just right click and show selected objects only. So these beams are having the 230 by 300 section size. Now clear this all. Just right click, show all object. Then go to select 230 by 350 M20 grade of concrete. This says select. So all the beams which is having the section size 230 by 350 will be in selection. Just right click, show selected objects only. Just right click, show all object. Now if you want to select the column which is having the section size 230 by 450 only, click over that and then select. So some columns having the section size 230 by 450. So how many members are there? 86 frames. 86 columns are having the section size 230 by 450. Clear this all. 230 by 600. Say select. So 40 frames or 40 columns are having the section size 230 by 600. Got it? So this is another way how you can make the selection by the properties. Hello.
Yes, sir.
It's understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is what the selection and deselection. Another. It is not the end. Coming back. Now next, I would like to make the selection of. Okay. Suppose just go to selector. Go to selector. Go to object type. And I want to make the selection of floors. Say selector. So all the slabs of the model is in selection. All the slabs of your model is in selection. Now one option is there, inward selection. Go to selector, inward selection. Once you click over the inward selection, so whatever the things is in selection will be deselected, and whatever the things which is deselected will be selected. Hello.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Got it? Whatever the things is in selection will be deselected, and whatever the things which is not in selection will be selected. Inwards means reverse. Just click over inward selection. Here right now the slabs means what? 120, 480. 120 means 120 shells is in selection. Now I am going to say inward selection. So the shells are not in selection, only joints and frames is in selection. These 21 shells for the staircase. Okay, just right click and show selected object. So yeah, only no slabs are there because slabs are deselected. It is understood or not?
Got it, sir.
Got it? Now select from right left to right. So all the things is now in selection. Now again go to select and say inward selection. So again 120 shells and 480. It is a reverse. Understood? Understood. Just right click and show selected objects. So slabs will be there only. It is understood or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
It's all understood. Arun. Yogita.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming back to the next point. So I think in select, I think I have covered all the things. Okay. And if you want to make the selection, just okay. One more thing. Just right click, show all object. Sorry, show all object. Now I want to select the third story. I want to select the third story, and whatever the things present at the third story, all the things will be selected. See, if I am dragging from left to right, so all the things will be selected, and just right click and show selected object. So all the things of the third story were selected only. All the things of the third story will be selected. Right click and show all object. Show all object. Now see, suppose I want to select the third story only. So just go to selector, go to selector, go to stories, and third story say select. So whatever the element present at the third story like slab, beams, and shear wall, whatever at the third story, that will be in selection. Just right click on the window and show selected objects only. Hello, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this is all done. This is how you can make the selection. Just go to selector, go to show all object, go to selector, go to selector, go to stories, I want to select fifth story, I want to select second story. Just say selector. So fifth is in selection and second in selection. Just right click, show selected. So fifth is also in selection, and second or whatever it is, second or third, that is in selection. Just right click on the window, show all object. This is all done. Okay. Another thing is what? Go to selector, go to object type, and I want to select the floor, say selector. Now previously what we are doing, we are going to make the selected thing in view. Show selected objects only. So whatever the things is in selection will be selected. Now, if you want to do what, hide the selected object only. So if the slab is in selection and if you want to hide this selected slab, just click or hide selected objects. So the slab will be hide and remaining thing will be present. Yeah. So I think I have covered all the points in respect of selection and deselection. Okay.
एक इसमें सिलेक्शन में एक और ऑप्शन है क्या सर?
क्या?
ये जो राइट बॉटम में है सर स्टोरीज करके.
Okay, wait. Show all object. Go to select. Go to select. Yes. Say. Tell me.
राइट बॉटम में वन स्टोरी करके नहीं है सर, जहाँ पर ग्लोबल यूनिट्स वगैरह लिखा है.
अच्छा, ये पॉइंट आएगा अभी आगे, इसके ऊपर मैं बात करूंगा अभी. ओके.
जहाँ से भी स्टोरी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
यस, यस, अभी आएगा, ये पॉइंट आगे आएगा, अभी बात करेंगे इसके ऊपर. ओके. यस, दैट पॉइंट विल कम. वेट. या नेक्स्ट इज what next point is there? Explanation about the commands of editing or correcting of existing model. Okay, very interesting. Looking back to the tabs, see, sometimes what happen, by mistake, suppose a line, while suppose this line is there like this, another, from this point this line should be like this, from this point this line should be like this. So this is the correct one, this one is the correct one. But by mistake, sometimes while modeling the beam, what we are doing, suppose the beam is like this, okay, and by mistake, this minor mistake will be there, your beam is not aligned along the same alignment, some difference is there. I am going to zoom this point so that will look like this. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So there is a gap. There is a gap between these 2 points. Okay. So that is one kind of error. That is one kind of error. You have to correct this. You have to keep these 2 beams in the same line. So how to do this? That's very interesting, and that will see when you are going to practice for the modeling. So many errors you can resolve with this option. Many errors you can resolve from your model with this option. How? Let's try to understand. Suppose I am going to model this beam, one beam, close this. Okay, this is the first point. Okay, this is a 3D view. Go to plan and come to the 3D view. Plan view. This is the first point. This is the beam is present here, right? And by mistake, this beam I have taken here, and next beam is present from here to here. Sorry. Okay. So this beam is now present here. So can you tell me all these beams are in same alignment? Tell me fast.
No, sir.
No sir.
No. And my intention is what? I want to keep all this beam in the same line. I want to keep all of this beam in the same line. Then what? Actually what? Select all of these beams. Okay. First thing is what? Your direction is what? This is the x-axis, and this is what? Your y-axis. So tell me, if I want to keep these all beams in the same alignment, so I need to look either about y-axis or either about x-axis. Tell me.
X-axis.
Sorry.
In y-axis, sir.
If you want to keep these all beams in the same line, so you need to look about y-axis or about
Y-axis.
x-axis. Sorry.
Y-axis.
Very good.
Y-axis.
You need to look it about y-axis. Okay. So see, you need to find which point and which line is correct. So I feel that this line is my correct line, correct alignment, and I want to shift this line along this line. So how I can correct this? So select this frame, and find out, or no need to select the frame. First find out the ordinate. See, on this side you will be able to see the ordinate. Okay. So first I would like to make the unit as metric SI. Okay. Yeah. Clear this all. So this is what, right, taking your cursor here about y. So this is what x, this is what your x, this is what your y, and this is what your z. So taking your cursor here and tell me what about y. 17.5768. Is it right or wrong?
Right.
So look at this here. Okay, y-axis about y. So what is this point is correct one. 17.5768. 17.5768. This is what ordinate about y. So select this frame, and note it down. 17.5768 about y. 17.5768. Okay, 5768. So select this beam, and also the joints also you need to select all of these things. Okay, then go to edit. Once you click over the edit alignment, joint align means you are going to set the alignment of the joint, frames, edges. Click over that, and we have to put the alignment joint to the y ordinate. Click over that. It is what? 17.5768. 5768. Now simply say apply. Hello, is it right or wrong? Hello,
Yes, sir.
Yogita,
Yes, sir.
Javed.
Yes, sir, it's right.
Okay. Now another, take the beam like close from here. This is the first point. This will be the second point. This will be the third point, like this. Just tell me what I want to align this all line. So need to find any correct point. Suppose this point. What is this? I need to look either about x or y. Tell me fast.
X.
X.
Sorry, x. Okay. So suppose this point is my correct point. So about x, it is what? Just clear this all. About x. Suppose this point is correct one. This point. 19.9644. Look at this. 19.9644. 19.9644. Okay. So select all of these, and frame should also be selected, and joint should also be selected. Then go to align, means same option is actually available here. Close this, and should be what? 19 point, take the cursor, 19.9644. 19.9644. 19.9644. Now simply say apply. Is it right or wrong? Hello.
Right, sir.
Okay, so that is the way how you can align the joint, how you can align the frame. Just select this.
Sir,
And
how to select the joints
how to select the?
joints of the beams as you said?
Okay, see this joint,
Yes.
just click over that, or drag it from right to left, and let the point to come inside of the box, so that, okay, see, if you want to select only joint, just drag from left to right, and all the elements which is coming completely inside of the box will be selected, so the joint only coming inside. Okay, if I'm
Okay.
dragging from left to right, so joint is also coming, and entire frame is also coming, plus the second frame, lower one, this one, lower one, whose joint is going to come inside of the box, so that will be selected. And this point I have taken earlier. Okay,
Okay, sir.
kindly mute your mic.
And one more thing, sir. Like, if there is a distance not x and y in the both direction, so how can we join?
Sorry,
सर x में भी है और y में भी थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है, जैसे कि सेकंड बीम फर्स्ट बीम से थोड़ा सा दूर है सर, इन द टर्म ऑफ y2, तो जब कैसे करेंगे ज्वाइन?
नहीं, मैं आपकी कंडीशन नहीं समझ रहा हूँ. हेलो.
या सर, ये जो फर्स्ट बीम है ना सर, सबसे ऊपर वाला,
यस, ये भी है, ठीक है.
सर आप उसको थोड़ा सा ऊपर कर दीजिए.
बताइए.
नहीं, उसको बीम को थोड़ा ऊपर कर दीजिए सर आप, मतलब उसका डिस्टेंस को।
अच्छा वो लाइन में नहीं है,
हाँ सर, ऐसे बोल।
वो हो जाएगा, अभी बताता हूँ, वो सब चीजें आएगी, सब चीजें आएगी।
जी सर।
ओके, हाउ टू रीशेप एंड वो सारी चीजें भी आएगी, वन बाय वन सारी चीजें क्लियर होगी आपकी, डोंट वरी। ओके, सारी चीजें हैं। आप ये कह रहे हो, मैं समझ गया आपका पॉइंट। एक्चुअल में आपकी कंडीशन क्या है, या आप ये कह रहे हो मैच नहीं हुआ अभी, ये अलाइनमेंट में तो आ गया है मगर मैच नहीं है, ये कनेक्ट नहीं है, ठीक है। हेलो,
यस सर।
हाँ ठीक है, सारी चीजें आएगी, अभी आएगी। ओके ठीक है, so this is all done. Alignment is now okay about x and y, and about z you can also do, but that is not needed. Okay, now next, suppose I have to model. Okay, suppose a beam is there, close this is the beam, one beam, and another beam is there like this from here to here, sorry. So suppose by mistake I have modeled this. Okay, another way is what, close this. Suppose this kind of structure is there, and this by mistake I have taken this projected part of this beam, and I want to means end this beam up to this line. I want to end this beam up to this line. So I need to trim this. In AutoCAD you may be practice this. Okay, so we need to trim this. So how you can trim this point up to this line? So in this, the same option is what, select the frame which you want to trim, which you want to cut or adjust. Hello, you all are with me?
Yeah.
First select the frame which you want to means short, or you want to increase, whatever you want, and the frame up to which you want to trim, the frame you want to trim, and the frame up to which you want to trim. Okay, then go to editor, go to align, and just check this option, trim objects, say apply. Hello, what we are getting? No action is done, no operation is done. Why? Select the frame which you want to trim, and the reference line or reference frame up to which you want to trim. Actually what I want, this part should be cut, this part should be like this. Okay, but that is not executed. Why? Just click over the trim, apply, but that is not happening. Why? Because ETAB is actually confused. ETAB is actually what? Confused, because it is having the 2 point, see, this right joint, and this left joint, both of the joints are there, and it is confused what about what joint it has to cut it, about what joint it has to cut it. Both of the joints are there. Okay, so see, while clear this all, select the frame which you want to trim, and the frame up to which you want to trim, and the joint about which you want to trim it. The joint you have to define, and then say apply, then say it apply, so it will be trimmed. Is that okay? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now next is what, select the frame and another frame and the joint. Select the frame and another frame that you want to trim about a particular joint, just say apply. Undo, coming back. Next, again I am repeating, I want to trim this frame, I want to trim this frame about this frame and this joint, about this joint. Now say trim. Understood? Hello.
Yes, sir.
It is understood or not? I want to trim this frame about this frame up to this point, and about this joint, say trim. I want to trim this frame about this frame about this joint, trim. I want to trim this frame about this frame about this joint, say apply. Hello, it is understood or not? Trim action. Arun,
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
is that clear?
Sir, can we cut the both ends at the same time by
No,
selecting
see,
both
yeah, yeah.
joints simultaneously?
We are saying that selecting this one and this joint like this.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes, you can do. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Select the frame, the another frame about a particular joint, just say trim. So this is all done. This is about the trim action. Now next is what? Next is what? Extend one. Suppose this frame, undo. Another line is there. Just take the beam, close this. One beam is present here like this, and another beam is present here like this. Now, what I would like to do, I want to this by mistake. Here it is very in large scale actually, but when you are practicing for the real project, so what this will be very minor. And suppose this kind of error you are getting, where your frame is not exactly connected with the another frame. So in that situation, what you need to extend this. So I want to extend this frame up to this frame. Now say extend, say apply. Is it happening? No. Again ETAB is confused because this frame is having two ends, this end and this end. And ETAB is not knowing about what end it has to extend it. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ETAB is actually confused. Now select the frame and this joint. ETAB is not, now it's clear to ETAB. ETAB has to extend this frame about this line. And up to what? Up to this line. Now say apply. Is that okay? This frame I want to extend about this joint up to this frame, say apply. I want to trim this line. I want to trim this line also. About this joint, say a trim, say apply. This frame, up to this frame, about this joint, say trim. This frame, up to this frame, about this joint, say trim. This frame, about this joint, say trim. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next is what? I think trim is also clear, extend is also clear. Is that clear or not? Hello?
Yes, sir. Clear.
It's all clear? Okay. Coming back to the next point of this moving joint frames and shells. Very interesting. Moving joints, frames and shell. Suppose, okay, just select this all, say delete. Coming to this project, okay, I want to shift this beam. I want to shift this beam from here to, sorry, this beam, this cantilever beam, I want to shift this beam from here to here, this point. How I can do that? Select the frame, go to edit, go to move joint frame and shell. So it may be frame, it may be shell. Okay, click over that. So by what distance you want to shift it? Suppose, okay, clear this all, not this one. I want to shift this one. I want to shift this beam to the downside by 5 meter. To the downside by 5 meter. So how I can do this? So select the frame and put see this is what X and this is what Y. This is what X, this is what Y. Okay, just clear this all and put Y as, see, if you want to move upside, that will be positive. If you want to move downside, that will be negative. Just put it as -5. Just say apply. Where it is, yeah, it is coming downside. If you want to move shift this upside as 5 meter, just put it as 5. Just say apply. it will be coming to back its original position. If you want to shift this slab on left side by the 5 meter, so just say 0 on left side means minus 5 in x direction, say apply. Again select this, and if you want to shift it by 5 meter in positive direction, just say apply, so it's positive. It's all clear or not?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. What next point will be there? So another way is what? Suppose a proper distance you are not knowing, actual distance by which you want to shift, you are not knowing. Okay, but the thing is what? I want to shift this slab. I want to shift this slab from here to this side. Okay, so how I can do? Select this slab and pick 2 points from where you want to pick it, and at what point you want to drop it. Pick and drop point, click over that. Now coming here, there is a pickup point. Suppose for example pick up point from here to here I want to shift it. Click over that and now say apply. Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Undo.
Got it, sir.
See, I want to pick up 2 points. I'm not knowing the distance. I'm just knowing the point from where I have to pick and where I have to drop. Click over that. First select the slab. First select the element. Select the element. Then go to pick 2 points. This is the first point. Pick up point, and this is what? This will be the drop point. Click over that. Now say apply. So it is what? Drop point. It's all understood. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's all clear or not?
Yes, yes.
All clear, sir.
Sir, again, where did you get the move option from?
Sorry.
Where did you take the move option from?
Okay. See, just clear this all, and just go to first select the element. This I have to keep it back. Just select the slab, then go to edit, then go to move. These all are the edit work. The things that we are practicing, these all are what? Editing work. In existing model, we are going to perform edit work, correction work. So that will be available in edit obviously. So go to edit and
Got
move
it, sir. Got
joint
it.
frame and pick up 2 points. So this is the pickup point from here to here. Click over that and say apply. Understood?
Yes, sir.
It's all clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is the way
Very clear.
how you can create your edit your existing model. So I hope this is all clear to you. Do you have any doubt and question?
सर डायमेंशन जो मेजरमेंट करना है ना, अगर हमारा इंक्लाइन कोई मेंबर है
हाँ.
तो सर उसका डायमेंशन कैसे मेजर करेंगे?
ओवर हाइट अगर आपका कोई इंक्लाइन मेंबर है, ओके. लाइक आप बात कर रहे हैं जैसे स्टेयरकेस के यहाँ पर ऐसे बीम है फॉर एग्जांपल, ओके. हेलो मनोज सर. मनोज सर, आर यू देयर? हेलो. हेलो.
यस सर.
See, you are asking that if the member is inclined. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So simple way is what? Suppose the member is inclined. Okay. Suppose a column is there, for example. Column I am going to take here. 235 450. Close this. This is from this point to. Suppose the beam. Okay. And I am going to take it a column. Close this. This is the first point. From here to here. Hello. जी मनोज सर,
यस सर, इसका डायमेंशन मेजर से
इसका just right click over the member and go to geometry. The length is 3.0586. Understood?
सर डायमेंशन से भी जैसे सर हम स्टैड प्रो होता है तो उसमें सर एक अलग से कमांड दिया रहता है, हम 2 पॉइंट को सिलेक्ट करते हैं तो उसके बीच का डिस्टेंस शो करता है, इसमें ऐसा कोई नहीं है।
यहाँ पे आपको डायरेक्टली मिल जा रहा है ना सर, क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
सर इसमें तो मुझे एक एक मेंबर सिलेक्ट करके देखना पड़ेगा। मैं चाहता हूँ कि 4-5 का डिस्टेंस मेजर करके मैं छोड़ दूं और रजिस्टर कंपैरिजन कर, उस केस में मैं कैसे
मतलब डिस्टेंस
4-5 पॉइंट का मुझे
बोलिए।
मैं चाहता हूँ कि 4 मेंबर का कितना डिस्टेंस वो मुझे एक बार में सामने शो हो, मैं मेजरमेंट करके रखूं। अगर ऐसे करूंगा तो मैं 1 बाय 1 मुझे क्लिक करके देखना पड़ेगा।
यस यस, अच्छा मेंबर को आपको शो करके
तो
रखना
इसलिए
है।
मैं
सो आपको यहाँ पर एक
हाँ,
ऑप्शन
सर।
है, बट 3D में आई थिंक वर्क नहीं करेगा। ड्रॉ डायमेंशन लाइन, नो 3D में आपको वर्क नहीं करेगा ये, आपको वैसे ही देखना पड़ेगा सर इंडिविजुअली। ओके
सर अगर कोई हम 3D बनाएंगे तो इसमें वो शो नहीं करेगा।
सॉरी,
ड्रॉ डायमेंशन सर जो है हम जो ड्रॉ में
वो आपके 3D में शो नहीं करेगा सर।
ओके सर। एक्चुअली सर मैंने डायमेंशन मेजर किया, जब मैंने एक सिंगल फ्लोर बनाया तो जब मैं मेजर करने जा रहा हूँ 2D में चला बेस लेवल पे सर वो मेजरमेंट कर रहा है।
अच्छा नहीं, इंक्लाइन मेंबर का आपको इसी तरीके से करना होगा। आप अगर मेजरमेंट लेने जाएंगे तो सर वो आपका मींस रिलायबल करेक्ट नहीं होगा सर।
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Arun, be present now. All other can leave the meeting. It's all today. We will meet tomorrow.